Welcome to our video tutorial that will introduce you to a fabulous research database, Gale Student Resources in Context. You can access this database either through the Mac and VIA portal, or you can access it through any of our research guides on our LibGuides site. When you first land on the home page, there are a couple of ways that you can search and browse. You'll notice that on the main part of the page, you'll see categories for browsing by subject or topic area, and they are listed alphabetically. If there are any of those that you want to take a look at, you can hit View All and see more than just the initial 3 that show up on the list. And these are listed alphabetically, so you could browse and take a look at any of those. If you see something that you like, then you can click on that subject, and you will be taken to a research portal or guide just on that topic. Another way that you can search is just to use the Browse Topics at the top of the page, and this will show you every topic guide that's available. And again, you can see there's a very nice mix of topics from all subject areas. You can also filter this by subject area. You can also do a basic search. So let's say I'm looking for something on Steve Jobs, and you'll notice that as you start to type in your search term or terms, you will get suggestions from Gale. And again, you can use those, or you can go with the one that you have in mind. I'm just going to keep mine simple for right now. And it looks like there is a topic guide. For every topic guide, there's always an introduction, and it's at the top of the page. You can click on View More. And every piece of content in Gale Student Resources and Context shares a couple of primary features. There's always a listen-friendly MP3 that you can use to listen to as you read the article if you choose. You also have a toolbox where you can email the article, you can download it, get a printer-friendly version. You can also highlight and take notes. So if you highlight the text that you want, you can choose a highlighting color. You can also take notes. So if you wanted to, and do that. And again, when we go in, we can go through and then view our highlights and notes that we have taken when we use that tool feature. You can save the article. You can share it on social media, and there's also a translation tool to translate it into other languages. One of my favorite features that's in the Gale toolbox for this database and all of our Gale databases is the Citation Tools. So if you need to add this to your works cited list, you can log into your school EasyBib account that we provide you access to and open the bibliography for your project. And then you're going to go to Citation Tools and look under Export and press EasyBib. And that entry will automatically be added to your works cited page that you can build in EasyBib. So we like that the Gale databases like this are citation friendly. If you want to go back to the topic portal, you can just hit the back arrow, and you can see at the top what all might be available. So there are 3 featured articles, 11 reference or encyclopedia type articles. We have 10 biographical essays, images, audio and video clips, news articles over 1,300, magazines over 700, more scholarly articles, websites, and then a suggestion list of related topics. There's also a basic fact box which you can open up if you want to do that. And again, you can then either jump directly to the section that you want by using the menu up here, or you can just scroll. So perhaps if you want to go and take a look at what audio files might be available, then you could click on that and then open up those broadcasts. So they include the MP3 file that you can listen to, as well as the transcript of that audio broadcast. So that's pretty cool. One other feature to keep in mind with this database, as well as our other Gale databases, is capturing the permanent link or the bookmark. If you copy and paste this link and then try to open it later, it will not take you back to that article. Instead, what you need to do is to click on bookmark, and then this will give you the permanent link to that article. So you could email that to yourself or maybe put it in a Google document in Google Drive. So we just want you to be aware of that. For most of you, the browsing features and a basic search will get the job done, but if you want to try an advanced search feature, you can use the advanced search tool at the top. So you can do Boolean searches here. So maybe you want to tell Gale to look for this combination of keywords. So maybe I want something with Steve Jobs and innovation, and I could do it by keywords. I could also change this to document title if I want both of those words to be in the search results. I could certainly do that. It will default to giving us full text documents. We could even filter our results even more by saying if we wanted articles that were peer-reviewed, which are going to be more scholarly and research-based. You could filter by publication dates and put date limiters on those if you wanted to do that. You can also limit by article type. So if you wanted to tell it just give me biographies or brief articles, you could do that. And then you have the ability to filter by content type. You also have content levels. So do you want something basic, intermediate, or advanced? And then you can even choose by Alexa range. So a lot of options are available to do more advanced searching. Right now I'm just going to go with this Boolean search and tell it to look in the document titles, and we'll see what we get. And so right away, here's something that looks like it might be interesting. It's a magazine article, and I could go and get something that's a little bit more strategic or specific to what I'm looking for if I wanted to do a research report or a project on how Steve Jobs was an innovator. So that's where the advanced search features could be handy. Another feature that's available to you in student resources and context is the map feature. So if you go to maps, then you can go through and use the arrows to see what types of maps are available. So if you wanted to maybe look for maps related to global warming, then you could click on that and then work with the interactive maps to see how that data might change. So that's a nice feature that's somewhat unique to that particular database. One other feature I'd like to point out to you, in addition to the advanced search and the bookmarking tool that we've seen, is the More menu. So if you want to go in and see all of your highlights and notes that you've done within a search session, and you can do that. And again, you could download your highlights and notes. You could import this into EasyBib. You could email or get a printer-friendly version. Then you have the ability to do that. Just kind of be sure that you want to capture all of that before you log out of the database so that you don't lose it, because it doesn't stay from one session to another. If you're saving articles, we saw that save feature from on the toolbox earlier. This is the folder where they will go. If you are doing a pre-search map and you want to go back and look at your search history, sometimes this can be very helpful to see how have you been searching the database. So some people like to use that feature as well. One last feature that I'd also like to point out to you that's available at the top is that you can link your Google account to Gale Student Resources and Context. So if you want to click the sign in, you can authorize Google to give access to Gale to your Google account. So I could just say allow, and then I have the ability to more easily export my notes and other tools into a Google document or integrate with my Google Gmail. So those are some nice features of that database as well. Thank you for watching our introduction to Gale Student Resources and Context. Again, this is a great database that touches on all subject areas, so it's a great starting point for any research assignment, big or small, that you might have. If you have questions, please come by the Media Center and see Ms. Hamilton. Thank you.